Hello, and welcome to a Stamp It, in a game that I've been playing for a while. It's sort of a game I play on my Switch a lot, so I had to get it on my PC to sort of play it through, and then I've been playing it on my PC, and long story short, welcome to Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate, to give you a single line explanation of this game, if you want to just go and buy it on the backward side of the fact that I give it a positive review. Hand of Fate is Dungeons and Dragons. If Dungeons and Dragons was a card game, and you get to, quite literally, stack the deck in your favour.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter.
Okay, starting off now, this guy's loud as dicks and so's the game, so apologies if it's a bit too loud.
I'm beginning to admire your methods, brutal as they are.
So, we're going to
have done things differently.
Enter the story mode, and I'm going to explain how they go. So, this is how Hand of Fate 1 works. There is a sequel, which I will be doing a Stamp It on at some point in the future. But basically, you work your way through. So, you do the Jack of Dust, then the Jack of Skulls, then the Queen of Dust. And then you unlock the Goblet. Woo! Which has upgrades. So, you get different starting gear for the next set of things, where you fight the Jack of Plague, then the King of Dust, then the Jack of Scales. So on and so forth. So, we're going to start with the Jack of Dust. The first card, sort of thing, with the Goblet. I don't think I can turn off the Goblet, I don't think. Basically, it means skeletons reanimate, skeletons get increased strength, bandits have increased strength, draw the Cursed Look curse. Your stunning attacks now render enemies dazed for longer, and I get different starting gear. So, this will be slightly different to how everyone else will start the game. Jack of Dust. In the ruins of an ancient temple among the eternally shifting sand dunes, lives a mysterious leader of the desert bandits. Famous for his reign of terror over any spiced caravans that dare take their chances travelling through his domain. He rules as king over the barren lands. That's the Jack of Dusts. It's a bandit king. Or Jack. So before I start the game, I'm going to go into the deck builder. Okay? Now, I'm on Warlord mode, which I think is a harder version of the game. So we'll see how well this goes, because it's been a while. So, first of all, I'm going to click the equipment deck. So, in my deck is everything at the bottom. Not in my deck is everything above that. Now, things that aren't in my deck are things like Life's Limb. Life's Limb is a sword. It's new, and its secrets are unknown. So if I pick the Rat Cleaver, yeah, and I remove that from my deck, I can put in Life's Limb. So the way it works is, you go through your story and you unlock cards. And as you unlock cards, you don't know what they do until you find them in the game. They can be equipment, they can be scenarios, they can be enemies. You won't know what they do till later. So the Rat Cleaver I found in a previous game. That does double damage against rat men. It's pretty cool. The Huge Hammer, my favourite weapon, is good for combo and you have an explosion. Some of them, like Life's Limb, you won't know till you pick it as an item. So it's sort of a gamble, because you never know if it's going to fit with your build until you've gotten it once. So I've actually already got a build here. I've got a bunch of helmets and a couple of things here. These are sort of special Eye of the Storm, I think that's what I've got. They're like combat powers you get for building up combos, and it's like magic. You also have rings, and so on and so forth. So that's the equipment I could find in my game. Then I've got this, which is the difficulty. I'm going to go back to... I'm going to go to Adventurer mode, because losing's fine. And then I've got sort of the encounters slash tokens. So at the bottom of these, Old Graveyard, Charity, you'll see there's like a little gold thing. So if I complete the encounter in a specific way and pick the right choices, I unlock the next one in that like series by gaining the token. So there's quite a few here, and some of them are already done. Things like the Maiden. The Maiden's a classic card, very good. Basically, you find that card and you get health, food, gold, and a blessing. It vaguely describes the card, but because I've not found it in my deck, so to speak, it can't be used. There are other things like Wife's Fury and a bunch of other stuff, but for now, we're going to go forward. I also have the DLC for this game, I think, but that's my deck built. Let's start the game, and you'll sort of pick it up as we go along. So now the dealer...
Their heart. All games
Let's
are about
wait for him to
power,
finish yelling at me.
are they not?
Because he sat 1 foot in front of me yelling.
Power. The retaining of power. And most importantly, the use of power.
He yells. He likes to yell. He's got enunciations. So he adds his own cards into the deck to trick me up. So, this is me. I'm the gold thing, just down there, as you can see. And I've got 4 cards in front of me. One of these is the exit of this floor of the dungeon. When I step onto a card, I will spend some of the food, which is below my head, because you sort of spend food to travel, and it will also heal any health if I'm missing any maximum health. You'll see this is also my character. You can vaguely see behind my head. You can't see that much. And I've got a bunch of things, like I can swap out the weapons and everything else. So right now I've got an axe, I've got a light armor, I've got a shield, I've got nothing on my head, no trinkets, no gloves, no other things. But you can see what I've got equipped. I had to find a place for the camera. This is the best I've got. Okay, so right now I'm going to move forwards. Noble trader. So I've spent a food. He's wagering on the outcome. That token is more cards to put in my deck. I don't know what cards they are, but it's more cards. So he's wagered. If I complete this properly, in the way that he didn't expect, I gain that token. A nobleman passes you on the road in the town of Stiegel, but casts little more than a glance at you. Okay, I lost. So, clearly, I need to find a card before that one in future. Probably a card that signifies me as a noble. Sometimes you just lose straight up. What's this one? The Maiden! A new card. This is a good one.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
There we go, that's the wager. So you see how there's an icon at the bottom of the Maiden? Well, you can't see right now, but it had a blue icon. That's what he's got floating over there for me to get. So, one day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. Your thoughts turn to Mr. Lionel and his need for some elven hair. So I can request some hair from the elf maiden, or take a swing at the elf maiden's hair. Okay, I'm going to take a swing at the elf maiden's hair with my dagger. With a graceful movement, the maiden brushes your attack aside. You should be more careful with your blade, mortal. It almost looked like you were trying to attack me. Remember, mortal, that bold heroes make for great ballads, but survivors think twice before meddling in the affairs of gods and monsters. So I cocked that up. Cool. Let's go here. Forest escape, so that's the end of the dungeon.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
I'm going to turn back, obviously, so I can keep exploring, and I'm going to go here. And here, the White Council 2. Now,
there's a token in it for you.
This is part of one of these, like, quest things, so I've done the White Council one. I think, if I remember correctly, I met with a bunch of occultists. One day, as you travel through a forest, you come across a band of thugs standing on the roadside. As you draw near, they move to block your path. The dealer draws you 2 monster cards. 2 of dust and a 2 of dust. So I've got 4 bandits to fight. That's not too bad, actually. Hand over half your gold, stranger, for passing through this forest. The White Council demands it. I'm going to refuse and fight them. The White Council doesn't like armed mercenaries wandering through their lands, the man says, and his goons close around you. I could take on 4 of dust. So, this is why I kind of love Hand of Fate, because it puts the encounters down. Literally. 2 and 2. My shield drops in. My axe drops in. Everything I have is on me. So, this is how combat works. Square is attack. You move with your analog stick. You can dodge. You can stun or you can counter. I'm a big counter boy. When they flash green, you counter. Counter. As you build up a combo, you can do more. There we go. You can also counter things at range. Counter. Stun. Counter. There we go. The bigger the combo, the more damage you do as well. It's very important. And that is the game. It's very satisfying counters because you have to wager based on your choices whether you can actually take on the enemies that you're about to fight with the health, food, and supplies you've got. You might be low on health from your last encounter, and so you might want to travel around the map a bit more and waste your food before you actually fight. You know, there's quite a bit of strategy to this game, and it's very cool. Anyway, as you approach one of the fallen men, he says with some effort, "You'll regret this. There will be consequences." He cuts off as his voice fails him. Lol. You notice a robed figure standing in the shadows of the forest. He waves his hand and a magical portal appears. Stepping through it, he is quickly gone. You look around and no trace of the fight remains. The card token is now yours. So I've unlocked a card token. So I completed that encounter properly. We'll move on to the next floor.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Let's take the forest path. Blah, blah, blah. And we're on to the next floor.
Again, you have reached the depths. Can you find your foe? If you defeat me...
Oh, shop.
Well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Okay, shop is very useful. Really good. Blah, blah, blah. Find a merchant. Approach the shop. And this loads into an encounter as well. This is kind of what I love. It has that you've hit an encounter stage, and it's very D&D. And I ache for an actual game, like single-player game, to have the feel of a D&D. So I could sell things for gold. Not a lot, be that, you know. I can sell my shield or my axe. I could also heal my wounds. I could buy some food if I need more food to survive. Let's see what they've got for sale, though. An explorer's helmet. It reveals stairs encounter upon entering a level and grants a gold bonus for a keep. So, if I go across everywhere in a level, I can gain this helmet, and it's going to give me more gold and find the exit. Fool's Gold. On every weapon ability usage, all bandits are stunned. Every bandit killed gives you more gold. It's very good. Armor of Cold. Nearby enemies are immediately slowed. Very good. Scorching Zeal. Big fucking hammer. Wow, some of this stuff is really good. I can't afford any of it, though. So I'm going to leave because I've got good food, but I've got no gold. No gold from my encounters. So, I'll have to come back. You can come back to shops. What have we got here? Charity 4. Oh, I've done a lot of these.
A charitable heart.
You say that.
Or at least you have had thus far.
So he talks... The whole idea behind the plot of this game is sort of you're reliving your life with the fortune teller and cards. Every encounter is what took you to finding him. And so, if you get to, like, Charity 4, it's the idea that before you got here, you showed you were very charitable. You could be very uncharitable. But you unlock the different encounters and put whichever ones you want in your deck to show the past you've had. It's a beautiful idea and a wondrous concept, and I love it.
Win this and claim my token.
Okay. How much is it going to cost me, though? You meet the priest again. The children were warned by your generosity last time. Would you be willing to save a few lives again? Warned, not warned. That makes sense. Give food. Yeah, I got food. A worthy decision. I will give you 5 food. That's all I can give you. Okay. 1 success card, 3 failure.
Now, choice.
It's random chance. There is a way you can sort of follow it vaguely. I think this is it. No. I failed. No luck afraid, but take my blessing. I get a blessing card anyway. Arcane Knowledge.
I made that.
Whenever a player uses an artifact...
I will have to rebalance that next time.
Oh, he wants to rebalance it. That's not going to happen. Whenever the player uses an artifact, there is a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldown time by 80%. I need an artifact. Wow. Didn't get the coin, but that's fine. There's a reason to play, because every encounter can give you new stuff. And, it's good fun. Demon Trader.
Again you trade, and again you profit.
I've done this quite a few times. I believe you sacrifice a lot. In your dreams one night, you're summoned to a fiery pit greeted by a familiar demon. Pay 2 blessings for a magical item. I don't have 2 blessings. Bye. He was not happy. And then the exit. The Jack of Dust.
Again, you face the Jack of Dust. Press on. Do not give up this early.
So now we must fight the Jack of Dust. The Jack of Dust is the boss at the end of this dungeon. He comes with 4 of dust. He looks like an idiot, I'll say that much. Alright. Dodge! Oh, no. Red attacks, you have to roll. Roll. Good hit there. I'm on the single hit point. I got such a high combo, I'm one-shotting them. And now my combo's gone. It's just the Jack. He's the only one left, so I can just spam him. And there he goes. I gain the card.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul.
And there he goes. He gets collected in that chest. And I get to open the tokens I gained. I only gained one. As we open it, for standing up to the White Council thugs, you receive the White Council 3. Ooh.
Shall we deal again?
And that is Hand of Fate. It's a beautiful, brilliant game where you can gain and lose so much, and it's very fun. I recommend getting it on the Switch if you just want to pick up and play. Totally worth it. But getting it on a PC or anything else is not a negative. We're going to do Jack of Scales. Jack of Scales is a nightmare, because I start with curses. Cooldowns for weapons and artifacts are doubled. Also, in combat, the last enemy can no longer be stunned or interrupted. So I have to dodge the last enemy in combat. I also end up with 2 Dead Man's Gorges and 2 supplies added to the deck. There is lore about the lizard men. Basically, the Jack of Scales is a lizard man. Let's go into my deck builder and build my deck. Let's go recommended equipment and encounter deck. And let's have a check what they've done for me. Frostfang, Huge Hammer. Huge Hammer's pretty good. Rat Cleaver, Scorching Zeal, Shield. Do we have a better shield? Hold on. No. Armor of Cold, Berserker's Armor. I think Chains of Rage were very good, weren't they? They restore cooldowns. Plunderer's Cap. Yeah. You know what? We're just going to go with this and see how it goes. How many of these have I not done? If there's any new cards. Berserker's Ring. Yes, I want that. So why don't we take off the Golden Ring of Pain? Yes. Okay. You can go over 25, I think. But I don't know why you would want to. I want White Council 3 in here for sure. Do I have any other White Council things in here? No. Take out the altar. I tend to lose a lot of that. There we go. Cool. So I've got a higher chance of getting what I want. Let's start the game and try a hard one. So these are the bad cards he adds into the deck. Ones I can't remove. The dealer's cards. They've got that little mark in the corner to show they're the dealer's cards.
Do you understand what it is we do now?
Right.
Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
I love the voice actor from this. I'm going to say that now. His plosives are just beautiful. Ugh. Could listen to them any day. Anyway. Let us start. The Maiden again! We know from last time, cutting it didn't work.
If you succeed.
So let's request a lock of hair. The Maiden considers this a moment before slicing a few strands from her hair. As you wish, but be cautious, mortal. You have the taint of a goblin around you, and they can never be trusted. So there was a goblin called Mr. Lionel who asked for elven hair. We've gotten the elven hair. Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell. She gives you tips. And I got the token. Hooray! Embertown Hero. Now this card I think is tough. You come across an injured adventurer whose battered and bloodied armor tells you he's seen combat recently. Ask him his troubles. I've been chasing a pack of thieves that attacked my home village of Embertown. I've killed some of them in an ambush, but I fear I lack the strength to chase the rest down. If you have any honor, will you find them and make them pay? Embertown Hero. So now there's 2 cards you'll notice there. So there's an encounter. You can vaguely see it, but there's 2 cards stacked on top of each other. Hold on, if I get my mouse out, does my mouse work? No. Basically, above this card that's orange right now, there's 2 cards. So to become the Embertown Hero, I have to complete that encounter honorably, sort of. I have to do the bit that would get that. Dead Man's Gorge. This is one of the dealer cards.
You begin to see the nature of the questions we will ask.
It's a tough one, this.
Do we look to the past or to the future?
To the future.
Is your decision predetermined or made in the moment?
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement below. It's an ambush. Draw 1 monster card. 3 of Dust. Okay, I can fight 3 of Dust. That's not a bad one. There are spiders everywhere in this game, I'm going to say that now. I'm pretty sure there's an arachnophobia mode I turned on, so there isn't a spider on the table. Alright, so this should be easy. It's 3 of Dust. But they are stronger, and the last enemy won't be able to be stunned. There we go. There we go. See how he's got red attacks? He can't be stunned. There we go. So, quite a hard thing to do. I've got to really focus in these moments. It's very Batman combat, if you know what I'm on about. But that's also really nice because it's easy to play, but difficult if you're fucking yourself up by being too egotistical. Got some food? Nice.
A little food. Not a great change.
I'll take it. Good food's good food.
Switch the odds a little.
You also see I've taken some health loss, so when I move forward, I gain some health. Embertown Hero. Here we are. You have caught up with the Embertown Village Raiders. Stay your hand and we will share the spoils with you. Refuse to deal with the thieving scum. 1 monster card. 2 of Dust. I can do that. 2 of Dust is a very easy card. I'm glad. We'll skip ahead. Let's go. Dodge. Dodge. I gotta time my attacks as well. Because if you swing and don't hit anything, you lose your combo. It's better than losing health. 2 of Dust was easy. I'm now the Embertown Hero. Hooray! You get 3 cards. Armory cards!
I'm sure you agree.
Draw 2, select 1 to keep. Very useful. 2 have drawn. I've got Fortitude's Breath, which is a shield I've had before. Or an Occult Ring. I'm going to try the Occult Ring. It's new. The player inflicts 3 more damage for every curse they have.
Ways to turn dross into plus.
That's great. Because I have 2 curses already. So that's going to be an extra 6 damage. I got 30 gold. And a health potion. 15 health.
A little
Bingo.
extra health. But it is only a momentary respite.
I'm now going to move back. And then move forward again. So I'm at max health going forwards to the next layer. Hitch a ride!
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Rude. Onwards we go! Hitch a ride, and we move on to the next leg of our adventure. We're doing really well.
Think about the way we play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time.
Because it doesn't matter.
One has to wonder how it is possible to truly lose.
See, that's the cool part of this game. He's, like, posing all these, like, questions, but they're not that rhetorical, because to get to this table, your past you have to have succeeded in. So even though you die and they get redrawn all the cards, it's very interesting. Oh, I fucking love it. Blood Auction!
Moonlight.
I don't know what this is.
Unholy creatures. I'll forgive you for arriving here once, but I hope it is the last time.
I could listen to this man's voice all day.
We play for a token now.
Alright, we're playing for a token. In the moonlit ruins of a long-forgotten castle, a host of unholy creatures gather. You discover that vampires are holding secret blood auctions mortals are allowed to bid using their own blood. Bid some blood! You are ushered into the circle of bidders. Tonight's item is a magical ring. I bid 60 health because that's all I've got. You gotta pay even if you lose the What?! I just gave 60% of my health. Oh, fuck! Right, follow the card. It's one of these two. Ah! It wasn't. Fuck. Just sacrificed all my health on an auction. Dead King's Hall. Okay, I think I've done this one before. 2 monsters, yeah. 2 of scales, 3 of dust. I'm going to take them by surprise. There's a chance of a huge success here. I gotta try. Yes! Suddenly you leap into the fray, taking them down. One of them down before they can even react. Who dies? I buy the scales, because I can fight dust. So I can get rid of one of the cards. Oh, beautiful. There are traps in here, as you can see by the little spike holes, so I gotta be careful not to die from the traps too. Each map comes with its own things. See? Little traps. Bosh! 1 groin shot, laddie! Hooray! I think if you also go and break things, there's a chance you can get gold, if I remember correctly. Or maybe that's from, one of my special weapons, I can't remember. The dealer draws you 5 gain cards. I gain 15 gold! Yes! Another 15 gold. Food! Can I get a health potion? I could really do with one. Oh no. Fuck. Please be a shot. Traveling mage. Oh, I'm getting so lucky with this run. Fuck. Just sacrificed all my health on an auction. I'm so happy. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Approach the shop. Let's go. Let's see if we can buy something with the 85 gold that's going to come in handy. It's going to make or break our run, this. Let's buy Dragon Ring. While all dragon relics are equipped, plus 50% max health and full healing after combat. Well, that's cool, but I'm pretty sure I've not seen the rest of them, so that's useless. Each strike inflicts a curse, slowing and weakening your opponent. Okay. When you draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. During combat, to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. Having a spell would be useful. Plunderous Cap's pretty useful. Buy this, yeah.
A knife for all, and mercy for none.
Yeah, doubling the supplies, that means I can pick food or gold. That'd be good, yeah. Is there anything I can sell here? No, because I don't even have anything to sell. That's fine. Leave the shop. We did well. I can always go back to the shop if I need to. But there's nothing really else there I left. I've got the hat on. Yep, just wanted to check. That's good. I got the ring on too. Mana drain. Blessings and curses. Ooh. Mana drain. Cooldown times for weapons and artifacts are doubled. That's fine though. It just means I'm going to use it once. The White Council 3! So you get to see the direct follow-on from the cards here. While resting at the inn of a small town, you are suddenly accosted by a young man. It's you! It's all your fault! You doomed the village of Dimsgate. Listen to his woes. The White Council thinks we paid you to attack their men. In retribution, they have plagued our town with the undead. One day, a group of mages appeared out of nowhere and laid a curse on the town. Some men, my father included, tried to stop them. But it was hopeless. Their magical shields blocked every blow, and then they conjured a hail of enchanted arrows that pierced through our men's flesh, bone, and organ. We had to abandon our village. Even now, a horde of living dead keeps us from returning. Offer to help. And so you should. Clearing out the undead. Their numbers seem to be limitless. Return to Dimsgate. New card. Nice. And it's the next one. Let's hope 64 health is enough. Return to Dimsgate. You return to the village of Lesser Dimsgate. Now cursed by the White Council, the eerie silence lies heavily upon you as you walk the deserted streets. In the town square, you discover a pair of unusual totems. They are made of bone and glow with unnatural energy. The unliving bones of the fallen villagers walk the earth in a silent vigil around them. 2 of skulls, 2 of skulls. 4 of skulls, I can fight that. Okay, I can fight 4 of skulls, but they're gonna come back to life. They reanimate. It's part of the crown. So I think I have to go and break the totems. Yeah, there are the totems where they spawned. Oh my. Okay. I can use the artifact on R1. Artifact! There we go. Block. Block. There we go, broke that. That one should stop coming back to life now. Break that. Over there. Keep hitting this. Block that. Hit that. Block that. Hit that. Block that. Bosh! Very fancy. I have to say out loud in combat games what I'm doing. But hell of a lot of fun. We did it! Later that day, the villagers learn of your efforts and begin to return to bury their dead. Oh, that's nice. You've done nothing, stranger, yells an old woman. She drags a sack of bones towards the village cemetery. Those rogue devils will be back again when they hear of this. Next time they will probably blast the entire village off the face of the earth. You've doomed us all. She's always cranky you. Thank you for letting her fall into rest. She has a point, though. They're probably going to come and kill us all unless you can stop them. Consultation. Oh my. We've got to go back. Let's go back then. Consultation.
Again, a token is
okay. You sit at the table of the mayor of Lesser Dimgate one evening, discussing the perils of living near wizards. The Mage Guild is always gathered in the forest at that tall tower of theirs, says the mayor with a sigh. It's been that way since my grandfather's day and longer. Ask for more information? No, I'm going to defeat the mages. I admire your enthusiasm, son. Don't doubt your prowess in combat, but it's not that simple. If anything threatens the council, they just pop back to their tower, and magic keeps anyone from finding its real location. No army can lay siege to, or even reach that tower. Well, how about supply wagons? Tavern the merchant handles that. He told me once that he just heads in the forest and eventually one of them appears and magics the entire contents of his wagon away. I suppose you could ask him to let you hide with his stock. That might get you in, but what then? Okay, we found our way into the tower. And now we move on. So we'll open that token and get the next part of the story the next time we play.
Press on.
It's very cool how the stories carry on. Let's take the forest path. Bandits at the very end. 5 of dust. I can deal with that. I don't think I'm in a dungeon either. No, I'm on a bridge. Bosh! The music gets very intense, I will say. Stabbies! I use my Damocles. Nice! I'm sorry if it is too loud, but I've honestly muted the game as much as I can. Once again. I'm going to take 25 gold. That's the best thing about that ring, is now that, because I get 1 gain, I can pick actually a good gain. Alright.
The world is a game board, and us men and women merely players. I alone do not play. I maintain the rules. You have choices, and I have predestination. Your choices, though, are merely a rediscovery of that which you already know.
I just love this game. Sorry, it's just got such a feel to it. I cannot deny it. Treasure chest. What we got? Approach the treasure chest. Go on. 50-50 chance. Hey! You approach the treasure chest. Battered and intact. What treasure might it hold? Attempt to pry it open. Go on. 1 chance of failure. So if I track the failure card... It can't possibly be that one. The lock gives way and the spoils are yours. 4 gain cards. Yes. A berserker ring. Every 6 kills the player makes, you get health.
They appear everywhere that man turns against man in the name of justice.
Gold. Yep. Next gain. Gold. Oh my god, I get to pick most gold each time. This is amazing. Armory, draw 2, keep 1. That's slowing the enemies. I'm going to go with the Berserker armor. Every hit you sustain increases your speed and weapon strength. Yeah. Because if I get hit, I'll actually do better.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. And I'm going to leave the ring as the occult ring, because the Berserker ring's good, but I'll switch to that if I'm on low health entering combat. Okay, let's go back. Heal a bit more. Go north. Ah, Traveller! Brilliant. Let's see what we've got. Approach the shop. I'm going to start skipping the load-ins, just because, yeah, I'm not too bothered. Here we go. Straight into the shop. Buy items. Angel's Wing. This helm imbues the wearer with great movement speed. Okay. After killing an undead, the player receives 5 health. Interesting. A huge hammer. That could be very good. And Spirit Walk. Avoiding all damage. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Buy this hammer. And equip it. Then sell some of the stuff I'm not going to use. Like this axe. That can go bye-bye because I like the hammer. And... I can't sell my chest piece. How weird. I like the hat I've got, so I'm going to stick with what I've got. The ability to constantly get gold's better than anything else. And having that hammer's going to come in handy. What's next? Giant Eagle.
I see the great beasts remain free. That pleases me.
As you are walking one day, a giant shadow passes over you. You look up to see a giant eagle swooping down towards you. Wait to see what the bird does. It picks you off and carries you to faraway lands. A body of the bandit queen has vanished from beneath the sands. The wind whips furiously past you. The eagle continues to climb higher. Wait until it gets tired. Let's hope huge success is on the table. Ah! Thank God I got one. Eventually, after many hours, the eagle drops you in a small lake. Noble trader! Come on, man.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
I could sell my armor to him. Fuck it. I got 4 gold gain. So I lost the armor I just gained, but 4 gold gain cards is pretty good, and I can pick higher ones between them.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I'm hoping I'll get the token from this. That's why I did it. And that's 4. Bang, we're over 100 gold. That's nice. And I got the token. That's good to hear. Ugh. Disadvantage myself in this run, but hopefully to gain something in the next. Cave mouth, that's how we move on. Turn back. I want to do this card first. Tavern wager. That sounds good. You find yourself in a seedy old tavern, spinning tales of your adventures to a group of drunks. A bearded old soldier scoffs at your tales and challenges you to an arm wrestle. I wager 20 gold. 50-50. Maybe I'll get something, maybe I don't.
Choose from these.
Hey! You win. The old soldier gingerly turns out his pockets. It seems I have misplaced my 20 gold. Will this do instead? I get a gain card. I'm going with 5 food. That will do. That is worth it. Thank you. We can move on to the next area now. Exit the cave. Next floor.
Your currency is spent. Your memories tattered and torn. Formed into mere cards for us to play with.
I do like this guy a lot. A merchant's favor. Ooh.
Another chance to discover what your heart truly desires.
I'm excited. Whilst browsing the wares at a trading post, you're approached by the proprietor. You look like a trustworthy sort. I'm in debt to an acquaintance in Orangeshire. He is holding some items of mine as collateral. If you deliver this gold to him, an item of equipment can be yours as payment. Okay, I accept the offer. Make sure the money gets there safely. After
I hope that is the curse that ends your quest.
After 5 steps, the player loses 50% max health? Holy shit. I'm saying it now. Max health. Not 50% of my health, so I don't go down from 50 out of 100. I go down to 50 out of 50. Oh, fuck. I've got to find the return policy. We're going there straight away. Within 5 turns to hopefully get the curse removed. Call for the priest. Approach the shop. Go on. What have you got? Let's see if we can... Oh shit, I can't spend that guy's money. Right. I could remove this curse for the money. I could buy a blessing as well. Arcane knowledge. Will of the gods. No. I'm just going to leave the shop and we'll come back afterwards. I can't risk spending too much money. I don't even remember how much I received. So we'll have to keep moving. A traveling healer. Yeah, I'm not visiting there. Fuck it. I'm just going to keep going. 2, where I need to be. The return policy.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
Ah, you look like the fellow that's carrying payment from my friend across the veil. Fess up and hand over 100 gold. Thank you. You claim a piece of gear that he was holding as collateral. I lost the curse. That's good. Feathered ice, holy ring, healer's ring. Feathered ice. Blast of ice is pretty good. Holy ring, killing undead now.
Purge the lands
Healer's
of
ring.
these unholy abominations, and you will reap the rewards.
I'm going with feathered ice. Equip that. It's better than Damocles, yeah. Boom, and I got a token for that as well. That's a win. What's the next one? Alicia in Underworld. I'm guessing this is Alice in Wonderland, but kind of a rip-off. Alicia in Underworld.
I will happily wager on the outcome.
As you attempt to
Do not
discover
think
more
you have
about the
to
bizarre
retreat.
portal you've encountered, because I think I've discovered a bit of this before, one name keeps recurring, a mystic named Alicia. Apparently, her expertise on all aspects of Shadow Realms, interdimensional travel, and Beasts of the Void is unparalleled. You track Alicia's caravan. She travels under the guise of fortune teller. Her appearance doesn't match the whispers about her. She's considerably shorter and has much more of a beard. She audibly clears her throat before speaking to you. Welcome, stranger. She recoils in mock blindness. The dark clouds of fate swirl around you in a tempest. For a little gold, I can help see your future through the storm. Let's pay some gold. Go on. One huge success. Let's hope it goes well. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? That didn't even make any sense. You want to find out more about the underworld? Well, what makes you think I'd know anything about such things? I'm a humble fortune teller. Can I not interest you in such services? I guess I've got to keep going until I get the success. We'll spend some gold. Yes! Second time! The mystic's eyes flash wide open. Your fortune is awash with death and destruction, but there is also hope. You carry fortune's favor with you. How may I aid you in your endeavors? To someone with such a powerful aura as yours, I could tell of what I know. The price of such information, though, would be high. A powerful magic trinket such as the one you are carrying. Give it. Okay then, I guess I have to tell you the many things I know about the underworld. Gone is the smooth voice of the mystic, replaced by a much more agricultural accent. Seemingly unsure of her words, the underworld is a stranger and mystic place. Look, the mystic, the real one, she just pays me to drive the carriage and look after the horses. I just fill in on occasion. The other day she comes over strange, talking about portals and underworlds and such, and says she's going to investigate. That was 2 days ago. I was starting to get a bit worried. Will you go and look for her? The mystic isn't even here! So we now need to go and find the mystic, and I'm dragged into a portal. 4 of hell and 4 of hell. Your mystic is dead, the voice replies. She came with no understanding of the power here. Her foolish soul now feeds me and my meanings, as will yours. So I just gave away an artifact to end up in hell. I think I'm fucked. Get the shield, get my hammer. It's time. Weapon ability, yep. There we go. Keep dodging. Oh, I lost my Blessing of Frost. That's what I lost. That would have been really good here. Bang! Oh, I lost my combo and I got slapped to shit. Combo. On the harder difficulty, there's less slow time, I'm going to say now. Crikey, we're in a gate of hell. It's like I've gone to Oblivion. Bosh! There we go. Hooray! The card token is now mine. With the last one, you won for now, but my forces will rise up and take the land, but by force you can't stop us. That was a big mistake. Do I want to visit the travelling healer? No. I don't need to heal, I got 94 health. Next one, Marketplace. This could be good. You arrive in the town of Stiegel on market day. You use food, blah, 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 blah. Offer bid half my gold for food. Go on, bid half my gold for food. Okay, so we're either going to have a success or a huge failure. It was 60 gold. And I've cocked up. An apple. I gained a food. Oh well. On to the next floor. This might be the final floor.
Men are nothing if not patient. He waits for you.
Yeah, we're on the final floor. Twisted Canyon. I believe there's a weapon glinting in the sunlight lying next to a skeleton at the bottom. This is a great one. I can climb down and retrieve the weapon. It's pretty worthwhile to do just for an extra weapon. Very thin chances of losing. That's the failure, so that's the right one. Very carefully you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. Draw one equipment card. Frostfang! Now that's a good weapon. It's fast. I'm going to keep the huge hammer.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
Yep. Charity 4. We've done this one before.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Give the food to priest. You can have one food. It's all I got. Yeah, it's all I got, man. I'm sorry. I tried to get more food and fucked it up. Jack of Scales.
Careless with your resources.
I have 2 food, so I can't do anything else.
For the ages.
I've got to fight him.
Greatness.
Alright, 2 tokens up for grabs at the end of this encounter. Jack of Scales. How many lizards come with him? 4 of scales? Just 4. Okay. That's 5 people. I could do this. Oh my. This might not be as good as I thought it was going to be. They come with shields. Increase damage. Just keep dodging. Explosion. Good. That's a good stun. Keep it going. The Jack of Scale seems to have a big fucking tail. There's a reason I play on the harder difficulties, by the way. I don't normally progress this well in this game. I die a lot. The harder difficulties mean you get more damage, but you also gain more benefit. Oh my god. Hammer hit. I fucked it up. Wow. Stun. I can't stun. Dodge. Dodge. There we go. Jack of Scales complete. That is a good win. I'm very happy with that.
Well played. Well played.
And now I unlock the
You
Scepter.
have defeated something that I never expected to die.
Scepter upgrades. Equipment bonus. At the start of your adventure, you gain an equipment card. Food bonus. You start your adventures with more food. New starting gear. Your starting equipment has been upgraded. Rat men are stronger. Bandits are stronger. Lizard men are stronger. And the scepter is mine.
The wand represents my will in the purest sense. It is not too late for you to give up now. Go peacefully to your fate and leave me to mine.
Hooray!
Begin to assemble a credible deck. Let us see what happens next.
Look at all the tokens I've got here. Bosh! For gaining the Elf Maiden's hair, you receive Goblin King's Halls 2. For helping the people of Lesser Dimsgate, you receive the White Council 4. For trading with the nobleman, you receive more gold and the lovers. Ooh. For delivering gold to Oranshire, you receive a food wagon. For attempting to rescue the mystic, you receive Greenborough Forest. Another hell thing. I think that's one of the DLC decks with the colourful tokens. As a reward for defeating my Lizardman Jack, you receive these new cards. The Queen of Skulls, Metal Ore, Holy Forge, and Dark Ritual. And the last one. For defeating the Jack, I gain Hearn's Antlers and Undead Bane. A new sword and helmet. The cards come together.
Let us continue.
And that's the halfway point in the game. Every time it is different. Every time the events are different. You decide what you go against, whether you go against events you know or ones you don't. Everything is a roll of a dice or a pick of a card. And I'm telling you now, fuck, this game is amazing. Check it out. Play the shit out of it. I recommend getting it on a Switch. I genuinely do, because it's portable. That's all I'm going to say. This would be a great game if they could put it on phones, but phones don't really run that well. So go buy it on a Switch, because it's probably filled with microtransactions if it went on phones. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Much love from me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.